Yeah, what's up? It's your girl, She the Truth, aka the voice of the streets, and you already know what time it is. It's tea time. What's happening? It's tea time. Let go. Now, before we get started, you already know I gotta hit y'all with this disclaimer. Everything on my YouTube channel is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Now, let's get right into it. Now, today in the building, we're gonna talk about Carlee Nicole Russell. What really happened to Carlee Nicole Russell? Now, Carlee is the young lady that went missing for 48 hours in Hoover, Bessemer, Alabama. Apparently, supposedly, allegedly, Carlee got off at 9 o'clock p.m. and she was supposed to go pick up some food for her and her mom. Now, Carlee ended up calling 911, telling them that she just spotted a 4-year-old child with a diaper on 459, right next to the exit 10 Hoover Bessemer. On the shoulder. She get on the exact location and everything. And she hang up the phone with the dispatcher. Now, mind you, the police arrived within 3 minutes of the initial call. Carlee hang up the phone with the dispatcher, and she proceeds to call her brother's wife. She wanted to talk to her sister-in-law. So she like, girl, you won't believe what just happened to me. I'm riding down 459 right here by exit 10, Hoover and Bessemer. And I see this little 4-year-old on the side of the shoulder, girl, with a pamper on. So I stopped. I got to render aid to this baby. I just can't wait. Yeah, I already called the police, but I just can't wait. I got to do something right now. That's what she told the sister-in-law, because that's what she stated. So Carlee proceeds to get out of her vehicle and walk on the passenger side of her car. Now, her back is up against her car while she's turned this way, forward, looking at the 4-year-old child. And she asked him, hey, are you okay? The sister-in-law said she didn't hear a response from a 4-year-old. Pause. First of all, why is a 4-year-old still wearing a pamper? A 4-year-old is supposed to be in pre-K, getting ready to go to kindergarten by the time they turn 5. And I know for a fact that they not changing no diapers in kindergarten. But let's continue. And if it's a 4-year-old, that 4-year-old should be holding complete sentences and everything. They should be able to speak and talk, unless it was some health issues with the child. But other than that, a 4-year-old is supposed to be holding complete sentences by now. But let's keep going, because it's going to get a little spookier than that. Now, the sister-in-law say the baby didn't respond, but she did hear Carlee scream. Okay. Now, if you facing the child and facing the woods and the trees, then you see everything that's coming straight towards you. So why didn't she yell like, girl, it's a dude coming out the woods? Because they coming out the woods. You had enough time to run back on the other side of your car or jump inside your passenger seat and hit the locks. You had no time to do that. So you stood there and watched this adult to come out the woods and just stand there and then scream once they grabbed you. Okay, but we gonna keep going, because this is what she wanted us to believe. Now, all this supposed to took place within 3 minutes, because the police arrived within 3 minutes. Now, the adult that done came out the woods and done grabbed you, done grabbed up the little 4-year-old. They done snatched your hat off. Then had enough time to snatch off your lace front and then take off your Apple Watch and then politely sit your phone down on the ground to where it didn't break or nothing. The phone was still connected. It never disconnected. Your sister-in-law said she heard a whole bunch of noise, which she did not know what the noise was until later. And they figured out that noise was coming from vehicles. So the highway was completely full because she heard all the noise. The noise was vehicles. Cars, somebody would have saw you. You got your hazard lights on. If I'm riding by and somebody got on their hazard lights, I'm about to look. And I'm pretty sure other people do the same thing. Like, what they got going on right there? Yeah. Nobody seen that. They ain't see you struggling or nothing. You fighting for your life. Like, they ain't see none of that. They ain't see them pulling you and the 4-year-old through the woods. Now, let's talk about this wood situation. Because if you live inside an apartment complex, you do know that sometimes they got pathways where you can cut through and get to the other side of the road instead of going all the way up to the front of the neighborhood just to get out. I live inside an apartment complex, and I used to cut through the path to get to the library, cut through the path to get on Memorial Drive to the other side. I'm trying to go get me something to eat. But I don't feel like walking all the way up through the whole apartment complex just to get out the gate. I'm finna cut through that path like everybody else. It ain't gonna take me but 3 minutes to get through this little path and be right on the road. But it's going to take me about 15 minutes to come through this whole apartment complex. So I'm cutting through the path. But you got to know it's a pathway right there in order to go through it. You'll probably think it's just a tree. No, it's a cut, baby. It's a path. So that's what she did. We seen you coming up on the shoulder. You already had your hazard lights on far back. You were trying to figure out the exact location where you had wanted to stop at, because you know it was a pathway right there. You were going to go through that path, and then right through them trees was a neighborhood. And you would know that because you from right there. One of your friends probably live in that neighborhood that you cut through that little path and went right there and jumped inside of an Uber. But let's keep going. Now, you were gone for 48 hours. Everybody praying for you. See, I don't like when nobody play with me. Don't play by my prayer. Like, I could have saved my prayer for somebody that really needed it. I could have saved my prayer for myself. I don't like nobody to play in my face. But it is what it is. We gonna keep going. So, you've been fighting for your life for 48 hours. Now, you call your parents from the Red Roof Inn Hotel and say, hey, y'all, I'm here at the Red Roof Inn, come get me. They said that your family pulled up 6 car deep to the Red Roof Inn. They go up to the front there like, where's she at? Where my daughter at? They like, hold on, what you talking about? We don't even know what you talking about, man. My daughter called from this hotel and said that she was here. She had to call and use that phone for them to come to that exact Red Roof Inn, because I'm pretty sure it's plenty of Red Roof Inn. So they called the number back, and that's how they got the address. So she really wanted the family to leave from the house because she was trying to pop back up at the house. Like, surprise, like, I'm here. So they come to the Red Roof Inn. And she ended up less than 2 hours later knocking on her door. But wait, pause. I'm trying to see, how did you get to the Red Roof Inn? Did the adopter let you use the phone? Because you ain't had your phone. They say, here, call your parents and tell them to come here, to come get you. Like, no, I'm about to make a call, but it definitely ain't about to be to my mama and them, because my mama and them can't help me in this situation right now. You want me to call my parents to come to this location right here for them to be in danger too? Then we all kidnapped? Like, no, we don't play them type of game around here. So the abductor allowed you to call your parents and tell them to come to this location. And then they said, nah, it's okay. We just gonna take you and drop you off at your house. See, that was real nice of them after they been so mean to you and physically attacked you and took you without your consent. But then they wanna bring you back. Like that's real nice of the abductor. It was a abductor because the mama said it was one person, which she abducted herself, and she let herself go, and she like, I did it. Like, we can't say that this is a mental issue or a mental problem. We can't keep using that, y'all, because if a person can come up with a whole fabricated scenario of seeing a child on the side of the road and then they kidnap themselves, and then after kidnapping yourself, you free yourself and then you wind up back at your front door. So the kidnappers not only took you at your own will and you fought for 48 hours, you mean to tell me they brought you back to where you actually live at. So now the kidnappers know your exact location of your house. So they gonna come, they can actually potentially come back and try to re-kidnap you again. Like, it just don't make no sense. Y'all leave a comment down below and let me know how y'all feel about the conversation. Like, share, subscribe. And we out.